What's good, everybody? Welcome back to this episode of Good Influences. I'm your host, Matt King, with my co-host here, Mike Shepard, Carly and Cotro, and Aaron Guilfoy. Welcome back. As you know, we are finishing the year. In this episode, we're going to do some yays and some nays of 2024. The stuff that was a bore and the stuff that we want more.
Hey.
Did you write that? No, I just
stuff
came up
that
with...
we want more.
I'm an MC now, y'all. I'm going to go into a rap battle
Matt
right
has
after
cue cards
this.
behind the camera.
No,
That's the only way that happened. There were so many trends. Just so many things happened.
Yes, a lot. It was a really big year.
This is the last day of the year, which is
New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
So if you time out this episode at just the right time, make sure to put this on at your New Year's party. We're going to do a countdown at the end.
Could you imagine we figure it out?
We have no streamers, no fireworks, nothing. But if you are that person who just wants to watch Good Influences as a way to finish your year,
I know that
great.
also we're 3 weeks behind, but it is. Did you guys see the Caffeination Station shout out that we got?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I totally
Wait,
forgot
we got
about
a
this.
shout out?
We got a shout out yesterday.
Me? What's caffeination?
Wait, from Caffeination Station?
So basically,
Stop.
So
okay, well, I'll explain.
Do you know Caffeination Station?
We mentioned it at this point, it's like a month old, so sorry for the listeners. But a lot of our comments on the most recent episode for us in this period, all the comments are like, got here from Jess from Caffeination Station. Love Caffeination Station. Thanks to Jess for sending me here. So you two mentioned her on the last episode.
Yes.
And
I
then
think I was dissociated.
Yeah. Must have been.
I think we were not on,
Yeah,
on it.
I don't know what that is.
She's like the woman who works in the...
She works in a
Caffeination Station. It's like Red Bull with flavors.
It's a
and stuff
shack
like that.
out in the middle of nowhere in Canada. I think it's really kind
And
of
Canada.
she
it's
live streams it on TikTok.
We gotta go.
I know. She live streams it on TikTok. So she's always just like, hello. Like, it's very-
Patreon 2025.
I have looked up where the Caffeination Station is, thinking it would be possible to make a trip to Canada and go there. It is not near any big city.
Oh,
It's
really?
at least 3
well,
flights.
we can just take a PJ.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. But yes, shout out to Jess
Jess.
from the Caffeination
I need to know what
Station.
she's saying.
Well, so all
Has-
of our comments, almost 100 comments, Caffeination State, and I was like, is something happening in the algorithm?
On YouTube or
on our
TikTok?
YouTube,
Okay.
on our YouTube episode,
Okay.
where this was brought up for maybe 10 seconds.
Okay.
And I was like, what is going on here? So this morning I Googled Caffeination Station, and I found an Instagram, and then nothing on her post, but then she had an Instagram story following up from a previous story, and I sent it to all you guys this morning. Basically, her
Wait,
Instagram
let's see.
story was saying, why don't you play it into the mic?
This morning, I woke up bright and early at 4 a.m. And as Chris was peeling one of my eyelids open, I felt a little feeling inside, you guys. Maybe it was a scent of something I got. I could just tell, like any good content creator, that my relevancy online was slightly increased over yesterday. And I thought to myself, what could that feeling be? My dad had sent a text to Chris and I, said, skip to 47 minutes.
And
I'll
it's a
save
picture
you
of our
time.
podcast.
And she works at
Her dad?
Yeah.
One of those Red Bull syrup coffee places.
the Caffeination Station.
And sure enough, it was someone talking about me on their podcast.
She's
I
so
thought
cute.
A really
I know.
fun challenge for today to unlock our next layer of Christmas would be for us all to get to know them today.
How nice is that?
I just need 100 people to go to any of the Good Influences socials and leave a station message. Did we make our goal of 100 comments to unlock the next layer of Christmas?
Wow.
Wait, she's so cute.
I know. Was she doing it at her Caffeination Station?
Yes.
Yeah.
She wrote, you know how she has her
Oh.
dry erase board
Yeah.
where it's always in the background.
Does it Good Influences?
Yeah, it was 100 comments for Good Influences.
Oh, that's
She
so
wrote
cute.
that.
Drink of the day, Rango Tango.
We need her on the show because
So,
I have so many questions.
If you
Me
guys are listening, go give Caffeination Station some love.
Yeah,
Let's
because-
get it
great.
to 100 comments.
Yes, go over
She's
and
so
let her know you're
cute.
from Good Influences, and let's
Who's
make
this? Her.
husband,
know.
boyfriend.
I think it is her husband or her boyfriend.
Maybe he's saying some stuff.
I think they do live together because sometimes they talk about their cats and stuff, and
Okay.
he's usually in the background. But
cats.
she's so good at what's the word, fostering a community.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
also
yeah.
send in their stickers from wherever they are in the world. She has a huge.
Should I send her an
sticker
Emo Night
collection.
sticker?
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, oh my gosh, she would love it.
Totally.
Or I could give it to her in person.
Unless she's like, what is this grave? Like, she doesn't know what Emo
British
Night is.
Columbia, it says. loves Canada.
That is so nice. She like posted that on her story.
I
and stuff.
know.
I thought it was
So
like she
cute.
just kind of saw people commenting on the stream and just wrote it because that's
Yeah, like her dad saw it.
Yeah.
Is her dad a fan?
I guess. I don't.
What should we call our listeners?
Oh.
Goody babies.
Good babies.
Goody.
the goodly influenced. I don't know.
Good.
But it's not.
influencer.
Okay,
Comment
so
below.
maybe one of our yays for 2024 is new alliances with new friends.
Yeah, new alliances with positive people on
Yes,
TikTok.
positive online.
Well,
'Cause
Matt had a really good year with this because he met Cartnarks.
Yes.
And he got a shout out.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You met Cartnarks this
Manifesting.
year?
Was it this year? I feel like it was last.
Oh, was it?
year. I can't remember.
It's tough to say.
Did you guys see? Oh, I think I sent it to you, but someone pulled a gun on him.
Yes.
Crazy.
think that happened a
Like
few
honestly,
months
it's
ago.
about time.
Oh my
Like
God, her hair
I'm-
used to be so short.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Aaron's like going through her
It's the
Instagram.
Caffeination Station rewatch pod.
She's just so sweet.
I wish it was like in an accessible place. That'd be so fun to like surprise her.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if she like knows what we look like.
If it's in
You know what I mean?
British Columbia, isn't that Vancouver? I think it's on the
It
west
is
coast.
British Columbia.
So it's not like we need to go to Toronto on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
We could just take a
It looked
bus.
a little,
we have to drive for like 5 hours to
It,
get
does,
to it.
it looked a little far.
We can
Come
take
on,
a
it would be
bus.
fun though.
Let's take a
That
bus.
would be fun.
Let's-
We could-
Directions.
We
Let's
could
see.
film it, post it on a Patreon.
Yeah, I'm down. Have you like spent much
He's
time in
down.
Canada?
I've never been.
I've never been either.
Yeah, I've only been like
I've looked at-
Vancouver for like a couple hours.
I've been to the
airport.
dam.
The Hoover Dam?
The
Niagara
Thank
Falls.
you.
Oh, but you went.
wanna
to
go
the,
so bad.
The
Yeah.
Canada side, I think, is the better side of Niagara Falls because they have a better view of the falls.
Okay, it's far from Vancouver. I feel like we'd have to like fly into Alberta.
Okay.
But see, but then it seems like it's far from Alberta.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I've looked at the routes to get to the Caffeination Station.
We're gonna do it.
And I just hopefully it's like in a beautiful scenic area. I think it is, but I know I remember trying to like think if I did a Canada trip, could I convince Patricia that we have to drive hours
To the caffeination
to the
station.
I feel like we're gonna go
caffeination
somewhere
station?
really fun.
I feel like that'd be so fun.
I've been to Canada like 3 or 4 times. It is pretty sick.
Have you done like Banff?
No, I haven't done. I've been to Toronto.
Badass motherfucker.
Yeah, Banff looks gorgeous.
It's like a snowboarding skiing
yeah, it looks
town,
stunning.
right?
like they have that really beautiful like blue
Hike.
looking lake.
Yeah,
and
it's
you,
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know,
would
but
love
I-
to do that. I would like to go to the Stampede too in Calgary.
What's the Stampede?
Oh,
like-
the
it's-
festival?
Yeah,
Me
it's like
too.
a festival, big horse show,
It's like a
rodeo.
weeks long thing.
It's like the like
I want to do that so bad. I
yeah, it's
wanted
like
to
a
go this
livestock
year.
Coachella.
I think like Creed or someone performed last
Wait, I'm
year.
sorry,
boy.
what is
We were
it?
like talking about like maybe going.
The Stampede. It happens in Calgary, Alberta. Is Calgary
Stampede of what?
Alberta's like a state, and then Calgary's the town, or is
They have provinces.
Well, Canada's now a state, so.
Oh yeah.
come again?
No, Trump was like, actually, I think Trudeau should be governor of Canada, and Canada should become a state.
Which
Whoa.
would
Like,
be.
he literally
I'll
said
take the
that.
free healthcare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I'm
why
like, if we
not?
get free healthcare, sure.
Ooh.
But
5
anyway,
hours.
are you still looking up the route, Aaron?
5.5 hours from Caffeination Station to Alberta.
See, that's like weird.
That's
5.5 hour
crazy.
drive.
Yeah, and then from Vancouver. A quick 13 hours, 25 minutes.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
you're right.
If I got in front of a computer, I'm sure I could figure it
I
out.
feel like there's a city we're not thinking of that's actually probably like a decent
Closer.
spot to go.
Well, I Googled,
into.
like,
We need a
closest
sponsor to get us
airport.
there.
Oh.
We need a sponsor. Awala.
I'm in touch with Red Bull. Does she do a lot of Red Bull there?
Yeah, I think
Yes, that's like her
Red Bull
thing.
and Monster are like usually her go-to energy drinks when
Yes.
she's making her.
Red Bull's like,
caffeination.
no, because
I-
she uses Monster.
Well, Red Bull is all about doing stuff. Maybe I
they'll-
can pitch something
Maybe
for
they'll
Red
take us
Bull.
in one of their helicopters and do some dives.
I don't
on the
want to
way
flip
there.
around. I just want to get there safely.
I've always just wanted to go to those little like fun exhibitions that Red Bull does where it's like people make their like little carts and they go down like the little route
The
with
log
the hay
flume
bales.
where they fly off the.
Then there's the ones where they fly off the platform, and
Yes.
then there's the ones where
God.
they go down like it's almost like a soapbox derby, and they have to like navigate through the hay bales and stuff.
What's the one where they go off the dock into the water? What's that called?
I don't know the name of it. I think it has kind of a European name
It's like
every
the
time I
log
see
flume
it,
or something.
a log flume, I think of like a log ride.
But what's the
love
point
a
of that?
log
Do they just
ride.
try and see you can get the farthest?
Yes, they do. But
you
it's
guys know what we're
also
talking about?
it's
No.
also
Nar.
just
Oh.
it's also just for fun, and I believe for charity as well.
Interesting.
I can't stop thinking about James Kennedy. That's my first nay.
Oh,
That's
do you want to
also
tell the
how-
people what just happened?
Well, James Kennedy, breaking news, was just arrested for domestic violence. So that's a big nay. I'm
Which is
sure by the
crazy
time
because-
you guys listen to this, some stuff will...
I mean,
Is this
yeah.
Vanderpump?
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
crazy because I feel like he was so beloved the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
Is he related to Robert F?
No.
Oh.
Kennedy. Yeah, he's a Kennedy.
I can't stop
A
thinking about it.
direct.
I guess another nay for me would be Vanderpump Rules reboot.
Which
That's
did
a big
not
nay.
happen?
No,
And-
it is happening.
But with an all new cast.
Yes.
Which
Good
doesn't really-
job.
Oh, it's gonna be
that was
like
crazy.
I feel like it's gonna be like The Hills when like The Hills rebooted, but
It's not
they
as good.
focused on just a bunch of new people and
That's
it
what
kind
it
of
is,
fizzled
yeah.
out. Weren't we in an episode of The Hills? You and I?
I don't remember.
I thought you and me were at a club
I
one
know we were
time.
at
It was like a
Hyde and they were
stage.
filming.
It was a staged thing. Like
The Hills?
Yeah, well, we went to Hyde and they were filming at Hyde, but I don't remember. Yeah,
it wasn't Hyde. It was a different club.
I was definitely.
Oh, I was with Todd.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I don't know where
I have no
was.
idea.
And
I'm just, in so many reality shows as an extra.
Vanderpump.
You guys should just make an emo night reality show and pitch that to Bravo.
You want to hear something funny?
I would love to.
Back in 2015, they were working with somebody who was like, let's make a reality show. And then they asked Carly and I to be their fake girlfriends,
Who was?
TJ and Morgan.
To be their fake
Which at the time it
girlfriends?
was like, you guys were kind of dating, right?
but you were gonna date
sort
TJ
of.
and you were gonna date
No,
Morgan.
I
Yeah, to
was
keep
with
it
TJ
PC.
and Morgan and Carly.
Yeah, and like
But the show
Morgan,
never wound up happening.
Yeah,
I think
but
they
how
were like,
funny would
no,
that
no, no.
be?
Yeah, would have been funny.
me acting. Hello,
Yeah.
boyfriend.
It's got to be so sick to do because it's like you're just vlogging but doing none of the work. You don't
yeah,
have to
but
film,
but the way they
you're not
edit you
editing.
can be bad, and then
Like,
it's like,
when you're
Just
just
the
like
bad
walking
music.
around doing
or just like making you
nothing.
edit like you did something really crazy and you
Yeah.
didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's always complaining. Oh, I got such a bad edit, which
Yeah.
I believe. They gotta make they gotta make stuff good for TV.
My friend Pauly,
Sure.
no,
D?
Pauly Calafiore was on Big Brother.
Oh.
Next door neighbor in college, nicest fucking kid you'll ever meet, soccer player, handsome guy. One of my best friends all throughout college. Then he went on Big Brother, and now he's like the most hated guy on the show.
Well, to be
Damn.
fair, they do 24-hour live streams on that show.
I know. Well, so other people have been like, "Well, you can't," and I'm just like, "Dude, he's a nice guy." I think that he's getting a bad edit.
24-hour live stream doesn't lie.
No editing there. Live.
I don't know who that man is, so I can't.
What was the movie you saw?
The movie that
It
I
Ends With
just
Us.
saw. It
Oh,
ends
It
with
Ends With
us.
Us. Yay
The
or nay?
Well, I think the nay of the year for this celebrity in particular, Blake Lively. That was just such a huge flop with her press tour of that.
Of her hair
She was out
product?
of touch.
She was out of touch, especially a movie that was so deeply focused on like domestic violence, and she just went around being like, just wear your florals and go enjoy the movie. And
Yeah.
everyone just picked apart her like in interviews and all the cringy things she said. I watched the
I feel
movie.
like I never
gave
got
it.
on the hate train with that. I was
With
just like,
what?
I don't like this. Isn't that big of a deal to me?
When
I saw it happening, and I was just like, "That's."
I was
crazy.
trying to
Yeah.
look through like big moments too, and it seems like when you live on the internet every day
Yeah.
is like, oh my god, this is gonna change. Like,
I know.
just Trump. There was 2 assassination attempts. Nobody cares.
That was a
Like,
nay that they failed.
Yeah. When you aim for the devil,
It's
make
just
sure you don't
like
miss.
everything that
Where was
happens.
Luigi?
Okay.
Luigi.
Careful now, Aaron.
I'm only kidding.
Yes, this is a joke where there's a comedy podcast.
Even though Luigi's probably somewhere else by now.
By now,
Did you
Who
see
knows?
Luigi's mansion was like trending on Twitter?
the memes are unbelievable.
Iconic.
Oh, they're hilarious.
Yeah, but
I love that they keep getting like new photos of the guy. Like he's
Yeah.
just in jail. The security guards are like, pose again, pose again. He's just like okay.
different outfits. He's got an orange, a blue, a tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of outfit changes.
But yeah,
As you were saying.
in this like new like I feel like there wasn't that many actual big events this year. Like, obviously the election was big, but it's all these like internet things that are big for like 2 weeks and then
Yeah.
we move on.
The Olympics was pretty big.
Yeah.
That was a
yay
big
for
yay.
me.
Yes.
That was a yay for
I
me
loved
too.
the content we got. The internet's just so funny now when like funny stuff happens.
Oh my God.
Like
Yes.
I feel like we got a lot of good memes this year.
Yeah, Ray Gun, iconic.
Oh, I have
Ray
her
Gun.
on my list.
Got to watch Simone Biles. I loved the Olympics.
And that
And the opening ceremony was so great.
with
Yeah.
that death
So
metal
fun.
band playing in the castle.
So
Yeah,
sick.
the Marie Antoinette. Oh,
Yes.
so
Big
sick.
yay.
The Olympics was a very big
I would
yay.
say it was probably a big nay for the athletes because it was so hot in France.
Well, I was gonna say for the
in their
Christians.
living conditions. Yeah,
For the Christians, it was a big
depends on
nay.
who you ask.
Yeah.
In
Or the
oh,
MAGAs is probably an A.
Yeah, and
'cause
like
they
the
think
living
it's
conditions
evil.
at the Olympic.
Village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people were like sleeping in parks and stuff,
That's
and like not.
crazy.
being
Oh,
fed.
because there was no air conditioning, so they just slept outside.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
so nice we like live in a time with watching the Olympics, how we can access it like whenever we want, like through Peacock. And this is not an ad, but like watch whatever we want. Back then, you just had to like tune around the TV and just watch whatever
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
covering in that exact
Honey,
moment.
set the alarm for 3:45 a.m.
No,
because fencing is on.
literally.
But then there's like a part where like I kind of do hate it because like you don't get exposed to the events that you may normally wouldn't watch.
Well, you could still
because
watch it like a normie.
You could, but I know, but like
If you're forced to watch, like, all right, we're watching the Olympics. It's
Yeah.
10 a.m. on a Saturday. I guess we're watching equestrian dance. Like,
But you can do that still.
you still can, I guess. Yeah, watch the live streams.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it's
you
like
could.
on cable.
You
Yeah.
could still pick it. I know. So there's like, I don't know. There's a good and a bad to it, but.
Wait, did you like the movie though?
Did I like it ends with us? No, but I gave it like a 2.5 star.
I'm Aaron and I saw it in theaters, and I was like, I have no idea if I like it or not because I read the book. So I'm like, I don't know if I saw this without the book, if I would love it, or if I'd be like, this is corny as fuck.
Honestly,
like,
for
I
me,
have
a
no
bit of
idea.
a plot twist. Or like,
What was the plot
for the
twist?
beginning, I kept thinking like the homeless guy was like going to be the domestic
Atlas?
abuser.
Oh,
and then
funny.
the new guy was
Homeless
going to
guy.
be
Unhoused.
Well, isn't he home? Oh, sorry, unhoused.
Temporarily unhoused. I'm kidding.
And I was like, oh,
Is that the
this
new
guy.
thing?
I don't know. I heard it was really funny. I heard Whitney Cummings talking about it. She's like, I don't think the term temporarily unhoused is good because I feel like even the homeless people are like, this isn't temporary.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta like help us.
I think it's more like a pro solution kind of phrasing to it.
No,
like
of
it gets
course.
people to think.
No,
on,
it
like,
is.
But
it
then
is.
do something.
But it's
Yeah.
just like if I was like on the streets and someone was like temporarily, I'd be like, temporary where?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
where? But I mean, it was all right. I think Jenny Slate was the best part of the movie.
I
She was
agree.
great.
Yeah, she's a total
In
gem.
Atlas.
I feel
hot.
so bad for Jenny Slate.
How?
Why?
She got her big break. She was on SNL, and
Drop
I believe
the F-bomb?
that. Yeah, I believe this is
I
her
watched that episode.
live.
Yes.
And it's like she like flubbed the line, right? And
Yeah,
said,
she
like,
said fuck
like,
on
she
live
said-
on SNL. And it
Yes.
was like,
She goes, and I fucking love you for that.
right. And it was her first episode, right?
Yeah.
And then I think she's had a pretty good career since then. Marcel
Yeah,
Right.
Michel,
So
et
why
cetera.
feel bad for her? I
Well-
think it was actually like, yes, it sucked for her
It was
in
a
that
moment for her.
but she's had so much massive success. I think even more success than she would have had if she stayed on SNL.
It's tough to say. I just like, but there was a period of time, I would say probably like 5 years or so after that, where she was like, she hosted some YouTube thing I watched, and it was with Norm Macdonald, and you could just tell she was really trying to like, okay, we're going to try, and she would read the things line for line, and Norm Macdonald would just go off the rails, and there was just, I don't know, when you like have
Yeah.
a big moment where you get a moment and then you kind of fuck up, it's just like, ugh, I feel bad because it's just an honest mistake. And are we
Yeah.
going to ruin this girl's career because she accidentally said one syllable one time?
Isn't that kind of
But
the
we didn't
rules?
ruin her career.
Yeah.
She's
I mean, we
thriving.
didn't, but yeah, I don't know.
To be fair, I didn't even know about that.
I remember it was like bad in the moment. People
Yeah,
were like,
sure.
ooh. And I don't think like no one knew who she was at the time. So it was just like this new girl on SNL.
She's a shell now.
And then then she does Marcel the Shell with shoes on, and
Yeah.
makes that a little viral,
yeah.
short when that ends up becoming an A24 film, and as well being on like Parks and Rec and having
I guess she
great
had a
success
good-
in Landline, the movie Gifted with Chris Evans. I love that movie.
It ends with us.
She's been doing a lot then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tons of stuff. Oh my gosh, Jenny Slate. Yeah, she just put out a book as well.
And she's just like living a little quaint life in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
that's
she's
cute.
the best laugh. It's just I don't know. She's
She's
always in
so-
for the giggle.
I love her.
Well, I have TikTok question mark because
let's-
will it go away?
Not by the 19th.
Okay, yeah,
People say the 19th is the deadline for them to make a decision in the Senate.
Of
but
what?
Whether to ban TikTok.
December? No, I know.
Yeah.
19th of
January.
December.
But
Okay.
the Biden administration
The day before?
can't extend that for a few more months. But because that's the whole thing, January 19th, that is the day before Trump takes office, and then Trump can also delay that as well. So if the Supreme Court, I don't know, it all comes down to the Supreme Court, but 19th is this deadline for an extension.
Yeah, the
And
Supreme
then-
Court can extend it for 3 months, right?
Yes.
They can either see it or not see it. And if they were like, we don't care about this, then it's going to get banned.
But the deal is that TikTok has to sell off the American side of the business, and so that America owns that side of the TikTok.
But the guy
thing
doesn't want to.
Well, yeah, they don't want to, and also, even though they get the business, that doesn't necessarily mean that they will get the algorithm, and the algorithm is the juice and
Yeah.
the crux, the vibe, and the flow of why TikTok does so well, why we are so entertained by it.
So either way, it would be like, if it gets taken away, that sucks. But also, if it sells, it would suck because it would kind of become a different app.
Right.
Yes.
It would become a
Damn,
different app.
that's
Yes. It'd be
sorry.
like it's
That's
not a
sad.
good situation either way. Unless just nothing happens.
just share
then
the
it-
code.
Yeah,
I don't
share
know,
the code.
Share the code.
Just like
Leave
get
it.
over it. All
Well, somebody
you
was
people.
like, Trump's going to fight to keep it. I'm like,
Well,
maybe
he
will.
did.
I don't
Trump,
know.
yeah, they asked him like what he thought about TikTok, but he just made it into just like, I love the youth. The youth did really well.
Well, he
on
also
TikTok.
said, "I've come to learn that I'm a big star on TikTok.
Yeah, that's
so
why
I
he
think
likes
we're gonna
it.
keep it."
And
Yeah.
he
said
doesn't
that?
like Mark Zuckerberg, and because if TikTok goes away, that means that Meta, Instagram Reels, all of that
It's
that's
gonna
going to
take over.
benefit them as being like the go-to platform of controlling everyone's eyeballs and entertainment and news. So
I hope it does not get banned. I would push to, and I even think let China have it. Like, let's have a little competition. Maybe make your shit better and force people to do.
Okay, why are we shitting on this guy? He's a great app.
Who?
Guy in China.
Oh, it's not a guy.
Who was that guy who talked in front of him?
Well, that's the
Yeah.
so this is also a thing. Like, he's from Singapore,
Okay.
which is different from China. And when he was grilled under like Congress, they were trying to make the claim that he was working for the Chinese government. He was like,
Right.
no,
Yeah,
I'm
he's like, I'm
Singaporean.
not, yeah.
Like, maybe I'll apply for American citizenship, but China also says that they have laws in place, whatever. It's a very complicated thing. Like, it's not, there is no like right answer here, but I would say don't, like, the fact that China has all this data is a little concerning because like what they could do, for example, is there was someone who was leaking information about TikTok to a journalist, and TikTok has all of your location data at all times. And so what they tried to do is like use all of their data, and then this woman who is the writer also had TikTok on her phone, and they were cross-referencing anytime like she went to a Starbucks to see if there were any of their employees there based on the IP address, and they could see which employee was maybe giving her like leaked information. And that's a foreign government that has access to like do crazy shit that we can't understand.
it is a little scary.
And they have all of our face information, all of our voice information. So like, I get that side of it, but the other side, it's like
Just ban it then.
I
Whatever.
just
don't care.
want to know who on the Supreme Court has TikTok.
none of them do.
None of
You don't
think one person has TikTok.
Dude, did you see, like, these people don't even know how the internet works. They're like, so if
Yeah.
I have a router in my house, is that like, am I connected to the internet?
Is
or
the
like, do
government
you?
spying on me?
How
Yeah.
old is Sotomayor?
She's like, dude, 77. She's connected.
Really? I thought she was like in her 60s.
No, she also like has to travel with a nurse or somebody, and like she's plugged in at all times. Like she should have retired.
She needs to be in Congress.
Yeah.
That is my-
so dumb and so out of touch.
That is my
I thought
favorite
she was,
comment
like,
when you
one of
see
the-
like an old
Like someone on death-
motherfucker, and
on
they're
de-
just
their
like,
deathbed.
and at the top comment is "Get this man in Congress
Yeah.
immediately."
It's such a bad
That is
joke
a
at this
joke I
point.
laugh at every time.
Yeah, I guess that for TikTok, would
70.
we the TikTok ban? Would we say yay or nay?
I would say
I don't
ban
know.
it.
I mean, I don't want it to be banned, but I think it'd be probably good for all of us
Yeah.
if it was.
I think
I would
because
say
of-
yay.
Because we survived Vine, we're like, all
That's
right,
how
we're
I
used
feel.
to it.
Like,
we
we-
survived the depression. We
but
moved
Vine
on.
was like less, like TikTok is so much different than Vine.
But
People
what
have
if
built
like
their
society ever
businesses.
became nicer?
Yeah, I mean,
You mean TikTok's making us worse?
Yes. I think it just gives you way
Like
more
echo
access than you
chambers.
normally would.
But Reels is the same thing. Like,
yeah, but people like
I don't
Gen
know.
Z's not using it like
yeah.
that.
I feel like there's more of like an active, ongoing dialogue on TikTok when Reels is just like you never
Yeah.
see like a follow-up comment reel post of
Yeah,
like
it's like TikTok is
continuing a
great for that.
conversation about a thing that's
I
happening.
think I'll go through heartbreak. I think I will. If
Like
it- if
think
it
of
gets-
like Alex Earl. How many times does she post on TikTok a day? She's so accessible. Like everyone knows everyone's every move. They think they know people. They have
I agree. I love TikTok. I think it's great.
The biggest fear I
No,
have is
I'm saying that if it were taken away, people would feel like they have less access because you're not going to know everyone's every move.
all my collections, everything. I've saved a whole mood
Yeah.
board for my entire
Maybe
life.
you can download it.
Yeah,
like they let
download
us
all
do
those.
for Vine.
Download every single
Man,
video.
I'm gonna need a whole
Hard
external
drive?
hard
Hard drive.
drive to
That.
save every TikTok that I've saved that I just need to reference in the future.
Take it away.
Oh,
I don't
no.
care.
Don't say it. I don't know. Who knows?
Yay.
Next, what's the next thing?
Well, I also love Blue Sky. Shout out to Blue Sky.
I
Fuck
don't.
Twitter.
Pop it.
Fuck X.
The
Get
hell
off
is
of there.
Blue Sky?
It's the new Twitter.
I love
For
Twitter.
libtards.
Yeah.
Blue Sky, just another echo chamber. For
No,
that.
it's so
For the
much.
layers.
Everyone. It's all just
Blue
like.
Sky?
Yes.
I
It's-
have it, but I don't.
It looks
I don't.
pretty clean.
It's basically like an exact replica of Twitter, but it's everything Elon could or should have done with Twitter, but didn't do. It's open source. You can port all your followers to a different app if you want to.
Is it funny though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's funny people on there. It's a little more.
Okay, but what do you mean funny people?
The memes are not as hot yet,
Yeah.
but that's what we need to do. We need to get all the funny people and everybody over because when I go on,
That's the thing. It's not gonna happen.
but when I go on Twitter now, I'm just like, this place is a fucking nightmare. It's
Oh,
all
not for me. I love Twitter.
I know. Nolan says the same thing. He's like, I just see bad
TJ deleted
stuff.
it.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, so did Nolan, and I'm like, what? I literally open it, and it's like a Taylor
you know
Swift
what?
meme.
Twitter's for the women.
It is. It's just funny. Sorry you don't have humor.
It depends on your algorithm and stuff.
I bet you
but
if I
No,
open
100%.
Twitter right now, it's going to be a hilarious meme.
Or it's gonna be like James.
How at
yeah.
X? How do they say?
don't call it X. Call it
when you
Twitter.
post something, do they just say post something? Do you something?
You excrete it.
That's disgusting.
That is so. I still say tweet.
Is that
I'm sorry.
true?
No.
You say, oh, no, I don't ever refer to it as
as
that.
the
Excrete it.
company when they're like, hey, make sure we X that. What do they just say? Post it. What does it say in the corner on X when you do tweet something?
I don't know.
Here, I can tell you. I don't think this
What did it
What
prompt
does
you
it
with?
say in the top right corner?
post.
It's a post, probably. Yeah.
I
Silly.
guess, but it's Blue Sky. Shout out to Blue Sky. I'm on there. You should all get on there. Don't go on Twitter.
Mine is this.
Mine is so funny.
There's just so many ads.
Mine is Benny Blanco distracting Selena Gomez from signing the prenup, and it's just this guy dancing.
I
It's
love
very
that
funny.
dancing guy.
Yeah, that's.
You can get the memes fine.
Benny Blanco needs to sign or get.
They got
Selena Gomez.
engaged. They got
But
engaged.
I saw that last night, but aren't both of them just equally as
Yeah,
wealthy?
they're probably. So
I feel like
fucking
they
rich.
probably
But
have the same net
Selena,
worth.
I know Selena's. I think she became a billionaire recently, so maybe that's why.
What?
It's her makeup brand.
The makeup will get you.
Yeah, she is a billionaire.
What's her makeup brand?
Rare Beauty.
Rare Beauty.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Was she on that show?
Yeah.
Yes,
I didn't
Mike.
see- that was-
Where do you
A
think Selena
mimosa,
Gomez came from?
I don't know. This was past my time.
Okay.
You guys.
Okay.
You guys.
Yeah.
Yay or nay? Demure / mindful.
Oh, nay.
I loved it.
I loved
it
it.
for the moment, and I think it actually still has some legs. And
I
you
thought it
can't
was funny
toss
for
it
a
in.
day.
Yeah, I heard about it. My Pilates instructor telling me about it. I was like, oh, that sounds silly. And then I saw one, and I was like, oh, that's funny. And then I saw another one. I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
It was just
It's
a
nay
meme
for me.
format. A
Yeah.
nay overall.
Yeah, it got too out of control too fast. I was too overexposed to it too
It became
fast.
very corporate.
It was like,
Oh,
yay,
yes.
Hey, we're
yay
gonna
for
see it
the
in a
or-
Super Bowl commercial in February.
Yay for the original.
Yeah, and it's too late,
nay
bro.
for everything else that followed.
Yeah.
But I still think it's a fun little word that you can toss in 6 months from now,
Totally.
and just being like,
I don't think I've ever said it.
Demure.
Yeah, I've never said it
Demure.
Because by the time I was after 3 days, I was like, oh, that's never coming out of my mouth.
I'm never saying that word.
It's-
again.
everyone else-
It was I would say it's a good format for the time, but it's not one of these ones that will last forever.
No.
We're guys, of course we're gonna blah blah blah. That format kind of took a life of its own, and now it's we work at the White House, of course we blah blah blah. And it's an interesting way to do it, but the very demure, very mindful specifically has come and passed.
I
We're on
agree.
to
Oh,
something
she's
new.
out. I haven't heard anyone say that in a bit.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it's a
Thank
funnier way to
God.
soften the blow if you were trying to tell friends, hey guys, before we go into this thing, let's just be a little very demure, very mindful. Just
Where are
Very
you
demure. I'd be like,
going?
what
This
does
is
that
no
mean?
maybe
Anytime,
a funeral, I don't
anytime
know.
we go to a party, before we get out of the Uber, Matt goes, now Mike, you're not gonna act weird in there, are you?
Yes, I know. I say it every time. It's an ongoing
As a joke?
bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
Oh,
yes.
okay. I
But
was like-
As a
there's-
joke.
but
I was like, that's
sometimes, sometimes there's one person who's like, Matt, and I'm like, no, this is a
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
that
yeah.
we do.
To you, it's a bit. To Matt, he's being
Yeah, no,
dead
Matt is
fucking
being dead
serious.
serious.
Remember
Well,
what
no.
happened last time?
Well, okay, yay or nay, the lookalike contest.
Love
it.
Love it?
Love it. Keep it going. I think it's really great. I know that people like now do it as like a way of like hopefully it will bait the person, the real celebrity to come out.
They
But
started it. I think that's the only reason why it's continued is because Timothée Chalamet set the bar so high because
Yeah,
he showed up.
yes, and did Paul Mescal show up to his?
Oh,
I
don't
didn't even know he had
I
one.
feel like he did. And
I
maybe
like
it
those-
was more of also like I don't know what it was. But
I mean, I like that we got the United CEO shooter lookalike out of it because
Insane.
that's very funny.
That is,
Yeah.
very New York City to do that.
That is
And also
very,
the post.
very
I've
funny.
seen the poster Sydney Sweeney lookalike contest in my bedroom.
Oh yeah,
which
it's
is
like
funny.
a meme format.
Oh,
on
yeah,
Twitter.
there's like tons of those.
I think those are funny, but the fact they're actually doing them is good.
I think did you see Drew and Enya like did a massive like I don't know if it was a lookalike contest. And I think it was maybe an ad for Marc Jacobs. They got a whole bunch of people that look just like Enya and a whole bunch of people that look like Drew. And it is crazy.
Oh, whoa, I did not
like,
see that.
all of them together. It was like an incredible stunt that they
I hope
pulled
it
off.
continues and gets like weird and like we'll get more. It's like the celebrity thing, fine, but I feel like hopefully it'll expand into.
I think after this year, no one. I think it's gonna fizzle out.
Yeah, that's we're leaving it in 2024.
I think so.
It's like the new
It's a
flash
funny
mob.
trend. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever do a flash mob?
We have had this
Oh.
conversation several times.
We've talked too much.
About flash mobs.
I mean, big yay for me is Wicked.
Oh, same.
Love.
Did you see Wicked, Mike?
Still haven't seen
Still
it.
haven't seen it?
I want to
know.
rewatch. I have The Wizard of Oz on VHS. I think my plan is to watch The Wizard of Oz first because I don't remember
Okay,
anything about
that's
it.
fair.
But what? I mean, it's kind of like you're watching the sequel before the prequel.
Yeah, but I think it's good to like know a
No,
little
I
bit.
need to know what the fuck is going. What world I'm in? What's going on?
Kansas and Oz.
Just let me live. I want to
know.
watch the original.
I'm just teasing.
Spoiler alert.
I love the song.
Well, and he'll be introduced to the witches there, so he'll kind of like know what they're like
Yes.
before the prequel.
I've like left
after
it
the
on
prequel?
like while I'm working, so it's like I've seen the scenes, and then when Judy Garland sings "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," I like put the volume on for that. I was like, "This is fucking amazing," but I haven't seen the full story. I know there's a Tin Man. Some guy needs a heart. Some guy needs a brain.
Some guy.
It's like a hospital.
scarecrow and a lion.
What did I say?
Some
Tin
guy.
Man, you're like,
Yeah.
you don't
Some
know
guy.
the
He said
cast
some guy
of the
needs a
Wizard
heart,
of
some
Oz.
guy
That's what I'm
needs a
saying. I
brain.
got to get a refresh. Man, it came out in 1932. Okay.
This
I
is
just-
so old at this point, but we just talked about it on our podcast. Heard a pair of the slippers from the movie just sold for $28 million.
I know. I think it's the most
Pretty
expensive
wild.
thing ever sold from a movie set.
I've seen them.
You've seen them?
Yeah,
Like
they're
in
at the
person?
motion picture academy.
Oh, yeah.
The original Ruby Slippers.
Well, there's
That's the
4
thing.
different pairs.
Okay, well, I saw the one at the Motion Picture Academy Museum.
T.
They're originally.
But Wicked, would you say
Silver.
yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
It was
No.
really good. It was really good.
People are raving about it.
Oh.
You know what surpassed at the box office though?
What did?
Moana.
Moana 2?
Yeah.
But it didn't
Surpassed-
perform very well, like a
Really?
62% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Because also Lin-Manuel did not score it, but also
Mm.
shout out to Abigail Barlow and the girl who
out.
who
Shout out,
scored the
Abigail.
music with her. I mean, they were the youngest girls to ever score a Disney
wow.
picture for music. And they did the Bridgerton musical that went very viral during
I
think,
wonder
COVID
if
times.
it's still ahead of it.
Head of it in the box office.
Yeah.
But that could also be like box office of the week. It's not the month. Like box office.
Yeah, it might be like the
stuff.
first weekend.
And kids'
or
movies
something.
are, I feel
Wicked
like.
has taken
Over.
lead again.
Oh.
Okay, wow.
That was during opening weekend for Moana.
Got it.
I just saw Interstellar as being put back in IMAX, and it did so well they're going to keep it in theaters.
My friend went to that.
I feel like this could be a way to keep movie theaters in business. Is like you could save a lot of money. You don't need to promote all these new movies every week. There's a new movie that people. We all have our favorite movies. I would buy a ticket to go to a theater to watch my favorite movie in a movie theater so much more frequently than I would be like,
Yes.
oh, let me watch Smile too. Like I don't give a fuck.
But I
you're gonna
wish-
put Back to the Future in a movie theater. Like movie theaters should be making.
Isn't there a theater that does that? Who owns it?
Quentin
There's
Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
New Beverly Cinema. There's also
I'm thinking
one
of his.
called Vidiot.
Yes.
I think.
But I think like across the country,
Yeah.
like movie theaters are we all know the movie industry is struggling. People aren't going to the theater. They're spending so much money on marketing. Like you could just play everybody's favorite movies every
Wait, I
week.
literally just did that last night actually.
What?
I went and saw a movie that was re-released.
Which movie?
The Green Knight.
oh,
that?
Yeah, the Dev Patel movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
Oh,
Barry
where was it
Keoghan.
playing?
at IMAX at an AMC.
Just
But
a
you
replay?
have to. What annoys me is that you now have to pay a whole other ticket just to see the re-release. If you have like AMC movie pass or whatever, you can't a re-release. That's a whole separate ticket you have to buy.
Yeah.
and that's like pretty expensive. And sometimes I'm like, come on.
I don't know. I was thinking about it. Like there's 52 weeks a year.
But you also just don't have to go.
True. I mean, I did go pay for it for Coraline, and I did do it
Yeah.
for Spirited Away, but I think it would be nice if it was included.
let's get some yays. Let's get some positivity
Yay.
to end the year.
Okay, yay for me was Tavis at the Super Bowl. I mean,
Tay what? Tavis?
Tavis.
Oh, Taylor and Travis?
Yeah.
And that it actually happened.
And just like them kissing.
Just
I mean,
the
like
Super
the
Bowl, like, them
content we got
winning.
out of it. Like, oh, I just remember being so happy. I loved it.
They won, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chiefs
Yes.
won.
Okay, so it was.
And she was like rushing the field.
Yeah.
Oh, right. And then
Yeah.
Biden was like, just like we drew it up.
Yeah, we got
Chiefs.
photos of
Yeah.
them kissing.
Yeah.
Like it was a big, I think.
We got
cultural moment.
audio.
Yeah.
Was that their first official announcement that they were together?
No.
No.
Okay, we
She
knew they were
had-
together.
The reason why so many people had been watching like the whole season was because like she was going to a lot of the games and stuff. Like
Oh,
NFL
right,
was like
right.
putting her on the screen during like every Chiefs game that she was in attendance.
Is that happening
to.
again right now this year?
Well, she's on tour, so she's not at as many games.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
she
yeah,
wasn't at the Chiefs
Carly
game I
does
was
tune
at.
in whenever she's there.
I do, yes. Sometimes.
So who are you liking for QB of the year actually now?
I don't fucking know. I don't really like watch it. I'll just like put it on sometimes.
Carly becomes a sports fanatic.
Just the Chiefs. I don't know who the Chiefs were until Taylor started dating Travis.
Yeah,
That's a yay for me is learning who the Chiefs were.
the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
No, it's a good marketing
I'm
strategy.
from the Midwest. I knew who they were. I just never. I don't like football.
that.
I don't really care about football.
That's a good yay.
Love a little tape. I mean, and then I guess more yays would be TTPD.
Oh, and Brat.
Yep, I have that as well.
TT.
And then also specifically the song Espresso.
I think just pop in general had a really great
Yeah,
year.
pop in general
Like,
did.
we had
Chapel-
some Chapel.
Obviously, her album was not put out
Sabrina,
this year, but
Charlie, Taylor.
Yeah.
It was, and Billy dropping an album as well. It was just a true dream team of pop for the
Pop
year.
girlies.
okay, back to the movie I saw last night. Barry was in it.
Yeah.
And it was so, I gasped out loud in the theater. There is a part where like he's trying to like tell directions to someone and he's like this, I don't know what you would call it, but like a,
A little squire. right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, you're not going to like give me money for helping you with directions. And he literally says, please, please, please. And I was like,
Whoa.
I wonder if,
No, that was ahead of its. Like Green Knight came out like in before COVID, I think.
Yeah, but maybe she's
No,
saying
she, like,
Sabrina saw the
yeah.
movie and was like,
Oh.
a big fan of his and then wrote a song called Please,
not
Please,
a
Please
big fan of
because-
his, but like maybe it's like a nod.
Whoa. I didn't put that together.
Crazy.
He
Yeah, my
did.
friend edited it. So she was like, will you guys come watch it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was at an Abercrombie and Fitch yesterday returning some clothes that I bought that didn't fit.
Without my approval?
These were like sweatpants and hoodies, home gear, home
Okay.
jersey.
Home gear. Home costumes.
That women will still see you in.
Well, yeah, maybe. If things
they're
go well
lucky.
in 2025. And they were just like, you know, when you go to a place, they're just playing whatever the pop music is. But I felt like I was at a pregame. It was Espresso, Charlie XCX, Dua Lipa. I was like, damn, like Billy. It was just, I was just like, I was just sitting there
dancing.
vibing.
Yeah.
And it felt like I was at a pregame.
Yeah.
And it's just the pop music, like Charlie XCX. That album sounds good anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like returning clothes kind of sucks. You're just standing there, they're scanning, beep, beep.
You're not getting anything
But I was
except
just
money
like-
back.
You're clubbing at an
Yeah,
Abercrombie.
I'm so Julia, and I was like, let's fucking
Do you remember
go.
at Hollister?
You're like, I am Julia.
Do you remember at Hollister how you could like go to a screen on the side and like pick the songs that you
Yes.
want like
Oh,
to
yeah.
play in
Yeah,
the
and you could watch Huntington
store?
Beach.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
a
was a
live
live
feed.
stream if
And you
that
could do
even
it at
worked.
home too. I used to do it at home.
Oh,
You could
really?
watch the live
I would
stream.
watch the Huntington
I don't
Beach
think the live stream was real though.
I know, I don't
because
know
it was
either.
like you would get there in the evening and it's like
It's like sunny.
it's still sunny. It looks like it's just
Yeah, there's
probably
no.
a loop.
That's a good point. They weren't doing.
no. It was just a 5-minute like.
But they had
video
those.
on
Like I used to
repeat.
watch them like at certain beaches.
Beach
and
live
stuff.
streams.
Yeah, just like when I was a kid.
Beach stream.
Beach stream.
I think another big thing for music that is a yay, in my opinion, is the Oasis reunion.
Oh yes,
Very
that-
cool, and
but-
I'm very interested to see if it will happen.
Yeah, if I'm putting money, they break up before the
Yeah.
first show.
Okay, so what is it? The the brothers or something.
Stop
They were like,
mothering. Stop mothering. With your own brother, you guys could headline Glastonbury. And you arguably have had the best two
Maddie.
albums of all time. In the
Maddie
top
said
10
this?
at least. And
so what happened? Are they like butting heads?
No, they always
always
hate
have.
each other.
Oh, they
they're
hate
they're
each
both
other.
notorious.
like literally one of them just like
assholes.
walked off stage and then the band broke up in what, like 2009 or something.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And they were like addicted to crystal meth and just
Yeah.
rock star insanity.
Gotcha.
And now, I mean, and it's like the thing in rock music is
Yeah.
Oasis hates each other. They can't be in the same room, and they're brothers. And now apparently they're going to go on tour again. But
Huh. Well,
Yeah.
they've had time to make up.
Are they going
Is
to put out?
Oasis
Is there
too-
going to be a new album, or this is just a reunion?
I think
of
it's just a
playing the
tour.
hits?
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
Is Oasis just two people?
Yeah. Well, in a band.
And yeah.
Well, yeah.
So, but it's Noah and Liam Gallagher.
Yeah.
Noel.
Noel.
Oh, it's Noel. Sorry.
yeah.
Liam Gallagher.
Or Noel,
Noel.
yeah. Noel.
Noel Gallagher.
Maybe that's with the British accent. No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hands up. No.
But I think they will do it.
I think it's very cool.
I think they're at a point where they're like, show me the money. I mean, I
Yeah.
bet if for that like a whole decade plus,
But I also like,
not.
I think the beef is iconic as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's funny.
They should like banter and argue on stage like in between songs.
Yeah.
Like just to
Yeah, get out their
keep it up.
grievances.
Yeah.
They're turning my guitar
Fuck
up.
you, bitch.
But no, that will be exciting.
One trend I like did not get or like never like fell into was Moodang.
Oh.
I have him on my list as a like, what do we think of him?
Yeah,
Mudang
same.
and
I'm just-
Pesto. The
I thought it was
penguin.
again one of those things where I was like, the thing is he started growing, so he would get like less cute
I feel like I missed the beginning of
when he
Moodang,
was
and
just
that's
like a
why.
baby.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cute at first, and then I was like,
Do you know
okay.
what we're talking
I
about?
think
Yeah.
Carly, I think you shifted when Mudang predicted Trump as the next president.
No, I like didn't even know that happened.
Oh, did that
really?
happen?
How was he able to predict it? He did a press conference.
I think
or-
it was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
He saw a shadow.
Like people were traveling there. I remember I got on TikTok one day. This girl, she was like, "I'm flying
Yes.
there to go meet Mudang."
Okay, wait. So
Yeah.
it's like
I'm
a
flying
baby
there for
hippo,
24
A baby
hours.
hippo, was it in Bangkok?
somewhere.
and it's just like looked.
It just
Sassy.
was
He was
so
adorable. It was
cute.
sassy. Loved his hose or her hose. Is it? I don't know
Her
what
hose.
the gender is.
they them.
And yeah, it was just full of character and created a cult following of people wanting
Yeah.
to see and love Mudang. But hippos, yeah, they grow. But Pesto the penguin was
But
really
what was
big
like
too.
the meme of it? Was it like it being sassy?
Just photos of it, pictures, videos of just like this. Like you never see a baby
Hippo.
hippopotamus. Like it's just a
Yeah.
weird looking thing, and it was very energetic.
Oh.
It's just one of those things people latch onto.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have an opinion because I didn't really.
I think it was like yay until it was nay.
It gets me excited
most
that
friends.
people are getting excited about animals and conservation, but then I'm like, well,
don't
then
think
what are
that's
we
why
then what
they
are we
liked
doing
it.
with these animals held in captivity and just exploiting them for content? It gets a
Yeah.
little like dicey.
Yeah, I don't know if
when
people
you-
were thinking like that deep about it. I think they were just like, cute
Yeah.
hippo,
Oh, this
funny
is
meme.
cute. Yeah. Which like is it still? I mean, like people are getting like tattoos of it.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. There's
That's
just,
crazy. What? Another yay for me was challengers. I loved all the memes.
Oh yeah.
That was a big like memeable time.
I just sent a Challengers meme yesterday.
They're still so good.
because I was reading Intermezzo from Sally Rooney,
Yeah.
and there's like kind of this like throuple situation going on, and I was like, oh, it's
Oh, the
Challengers.
I love it.
Challengers.
I haven't
that
seen it
one.
yet.
I want to see it.
Really?
man.
yeah, I was gonna watch it on a plane, but I was like, I feel like this is not a plane movie. I should watch it in a full setting because it's apparently like very cool looking, right? Like
Yeah,
a lot of cool
it's
shots.
shot so well. And didn't Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor score it?
Of
Oh.
course
No,
they did.
maybe they didn't. I don't know if they did or didn't.
I was. Oh yeah, I was thinking definitely.
Yeah,
when I was
we're
listening. Definitely.
Matt, we're not going to
Atticus.
know these things. The word score is in it. No idea.
Like
No
the
idea.
soccer score.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
tennis score.
Still, I won't know.
No.
How do we feel about not like her personally, but just like the Tuah of it all?
She was on my nay.
She was on your nay.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's still going.
It makes
Well, when you got
sense
that Jake
it's-
Paul money behind it,
I guess.
Wait,
I
what
think
Jake
people
Paul
are really
money?
Who is
interested.
still like, I
That's
gotta listen
who
to
her
Hawk.
podcast network is with.
Oh, I don't know
And that's
that.
how she's getting guests. What she got? She had Kim Jong Un on recently.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think she's doing everything she can to like keep up the relevancy of that moment.
I
and
don't-
now
I-
she's kind of like a meme. Like I feel like
I luckily like never get any of her content.
I don't really either, but I've seen like clips on TikTok of her podcast and stuff.
Is she funny still?
She's just like, I feel like
Funny
she's
still.
funny.
She said one thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like she has
She just,
one
like,
funny moment.
She's
I don't really know.
Yeah, she's just really like, just very Southern and just like silly, I guess. Like she's kind of funny, but not like funny in a way where she's like a comedian.
This is my Southern voice theory. Bill Clinton, why he won the presidency. We need more Southern accent representation in the media, and I feel
Patricia.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out. There is a podcast called Talk Tuah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
They-
It
and-
is so good.
And
I
there's
think Ben and Emil
there's
went on
another
it.
one after
Oh,
that.
really?
They did a collab episode where Ben and Emil reviewed Talk Tuah.
TJ's friends with
them.
one of the guys. He would like do their podcast.
And they're always like
clips.
sipping on like sangria
Yeah.
or something.
No, it's
and like
very
I swear
good.
the liquid never changes. It's
Wow.
always just right there at the bottom of the glass, and they're just like,
I love that we all know about
Yeah,
it.
no,
Oh,
one, no one
yeah.
showed it to me.
Yeah,
I was like,
think
huh,
it just like blew the fuck up.
But is Hawk Tuah girl going to jail?
I don't know.
I don't
She
know.
did. She made a meme coin, like a
$50
Hawk
million.
Tuah coin,
Wait, what happened? How
and
much?
did a pump and dump.
I think it was $50 million.
And then it was like on one of those like Twitter like voice channels. She was with a bunch of people.
Spaces?
Yeah, and somebody was like, I don't know how this is working. Like it just dropped and her voice came on. She goes, well, I'm going to bed, everyone. Good night. This is hung up. But it sounded fake. Like it sounded like an AI version of her saying that. But I think that's the last time anyone's like heard from her.
Nuh-uh.
I think.
She hasn't done a podcast episode since?
I don't know. I mean,
Has she
she's
been
got to be like
arrested?
getting
Maybe by
investigated.
the time this episode comes out, she's behind
have an
bars.
update.
But yeah, she'll be with Luigi.
They start a podcast from jail.
Hopefully
also-
Luigi goes to the same jail as Jen
The
Shaw so
Princess
he
and the
can
Peach.
clean out.
Yeah, everyone's trying to go to jail to be with Luigi.
Another yay in terms of nay. Did I say that? Is the
yeah.
like JoJo Siwa rebrand.
Oh.
That was like a very insufferable period of time.
Oh, very big nay, very big
Yeah.
nay. Have you
Like-
seen this like trend where it's like nobody like her things?
Yes.
Oof, dark.
Somebody like
Oh,
posted.
the Kim Kardashian was like the first person they did
Yeah.
it to.
Someone like made like a post that said, "What if we just like ignored celebrities? Like we just
Yeah,
don't, we
celebrities and
stopped
influencers.
liking their stuff and stopped commenting." And then everyone agreed, "Yeah, let's do Kim Kardashian and JoJo Siwa." And JoJo Siwa, it was like pretty apparent that she was getting all these views, but
it was
very
almost like
small
helping
likes.
Yeah.
because it's like you're looking to see like what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then they're getting the views. So it's
Yeah.
I just
Me, who's liking your stuff in the first place?
Yeah, who are people liking Kim? I guess they
Well,
are,
yeah.
but
yeah.
Yeah.
what is whatever? I'm gonna be out of touch if I ask this question.
Why? No.
What is the point of liking a Kim Kardashian post on Instagram?
I really don't know.
I mean, yeah,
of
I guess
liking
it's-
it, I have
Like,
no clue. Just so you
what
wanna
are we
keep-
doing here?
I think because people feel so invested because they've watched season after season after season of keeping up with the Kardashians. They feel so invested in her life, watching her kids grow, all the success she's achieved. They just like feel like they know her.
I guess I forgot that she had like a TV show where she's not just like an Instagram account. I
And
guess
she
that
responds
makes
to
sense.
every comment.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No way.
Every time.
Oh.
The whole JoJo Siwa thing, I just can't believe, as she should, she's allowed to rebrand herself and have a new take on things. But like nobody on her team like had enough taste or good enough PR training to like make it seem authentic and cool.
But
like,
that might be
you remember-
why she is who she is because she's doing what she wants to do, and like she doesn't have
Maybe.
people.
But
on
who's
her-
it for? I
It's for
understand
her,
JoJo
for her.
Siwa, bows, and all of that. That was for kids, and now she wants to like appeal to girls who I guess are just saying she is the queen or CEO of gay pop, and that's that she's making gay pop. When it's like, bitch, where have you been? Sorry, I don't mean to call JoJo Siwa a bitch. She's actually a nice person if you ever meet her. But I'm saying it like sassy wise, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
who
I
allowed you
mean-
to say that? Like it made her
that's-
look even more out of touch.
I don't know. She's
What?
doing well for. These are her recent TikTok views. 84 million, 50.9
That's what I'm saying, more people are looking at her
36
stuff.
million, 34 million.
How are the likes doing?
27 million.
How are the likes
okay,
and
let's
comments?
see the 84 million one. 55,000 comments.
Oh, that's a lot.
100. To be fair, though, it seems like it's a legal trouble thing.
Legal
What?
trouble.
So people are commenting on it.
Oh.
It also could be. I mean,
The top comment on it says, in all caps, "Didn't we agree not to like?"
How do we feel about Katy Perry's comeback?
Meh.
I mean,
I feel bad.
I don't feel anything.
I feel bad that she is like, she kind of flopped.
I feel
I feel like she came back and she was like, I'm coming back with a vengeance, bitch. Watch out, I'm back. And then everyone just hated it.
the Katy Perry songs are not finding me. I'm not in
Oh.
the Abercrombie and Fitch hearing the Katy Perry song. I'm not like, oh, this is Katy Perry's new song. It has not found me, so I know it's not doing well.
Hasn't
Yeah.
found me either. The only thing Katy Perry I have like heard this year was when she played at the VMAs. I haven't listened to a single song. Actually, I did put on the album one day, but like nothing comes up on my.
Yeah.
I think her
Algorithm
collaborating
ever.
with that controversial producer kind
Yes.
of backfired
what a
on her.
dumbass.
Yeah.
And I'm just not that big
Dr.
of a fan.
Luke.
I'm just not that big of a fan of Katy
I know.
Perry.
I'm not either. It's sad because like
Her
not
music
sad,
I love.
but I know
But
she
her
has
as a
great.
new
She has
album?
amazing hits, but like I feel like whenever I see her song on TikTok, it was people like making fun of it.
the new album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
About
it's
the
like,
women
it's a woman's
liberate.
world.
It's
Yeah.
pretty hot. I mean,
Of course, it's a woman's world.
If you can make the music good, that's all that matters. Like you could try to put all these other shit around it, but like if the songs aren't good, it doesn't really.
her last little time she was around the block was really good. With just because it's over doesn't mean it's really over.
Oh, yeah, I
loved
liked that
It's
one.
like the new
song.
Macarena.
Yeah, that was
a
It
good
goes
one.
so well to the Macarena.
That was a really good one, actually.
That was good.
Yeah, that's Slade.
But
She
this
also
one-
has to be like, I mean, obviously she's so fucking rich, but she had a residency in Vegas and she had Idol, which I'm sure pays like
Yeah.
insane. I keep sneezing. Am I okay? Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze in a second.
And you know she's got that Jude Law the holiday money. So.
Jude Law. She's with Orlando Bloom.
Oh, I mean, oh yeah, you're right.
And,
I was
and
like,
Orlando
wait, what?
Bloom is not. She has the Lord of the Rings money. In
Yeah.
Elizabethtown.
Yes.
Jude Law.
Mixing up the
and the semester abroad.
Brits.
Does JoJo Siwa have good music?
No.
My high
Mike.
top shoes make me do what I do. My high
I'll
top
play you a song.
Is it
during
for
break.
kids? Is it like for
It
her
was,
children?
But then she came out
was.
with Karma's a bitch. I should have known. That's why the whole
better.
resurgence is happening because she put out that
You
song.
know what? I shouldn't have said anything. I don't know enough about this.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to it and be like, I fucking.
I do
hate
think
this.
Gracie Abrams' music is incredible.
I do
But
too.
You've just been thinking about this?
It's crazy. She was my second top listened to artist, but I feel like I only ever listened to like 4 of her songs. They all sound the same to me. I'll be honest. Most
People
of
say
them.
that about Taylor Swift.
No, I know.
I know.
And I get it.
Also,
I always laugh at the Taylor Swift TikToks too, where it's like what Taylor Swift sounds like to a non-Swiftie. I always think
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I'm single in my truck and I'm worried about
I mean,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
But I get
would
the
like
humor.
Gracie to have a little bit more bass to it.
Drum
more-
and bass.
Like close
Move over
to
into
you.
the EDM scene, queen.
Because Close to You, I was obsessed when she just had that only on her Instagram feed post, and it was just an old hit that she never released. And when she said she was going to do it as the bonus track, I went nuts. I was already like deep asleep, and my heart rate went to like 120 when I found out. And
120.
I love it. But like, I do love all of her other songs, but I'm just like, give me that pop
Like Close
bass.
to
I
You.
want, the fucking Lord melodrama green light. I just want, I want the ceiling
Yeah.
to come off the fucking roof.
That's some tea.
I like the I was brave when I kissed you in London. That one's good too. I like that.
Did we like Brat Summer? Was that a yay or an A?
Loved it.
Big
Loved
yay.
it.
I think so. Yeah, it was fun.
That's why I think it should win Best Album of the Year.
The thing, however, that was annoying to me was people who are so not Brat were
Trying
like,
to be Brat?
Oh my god, I'm so Brat. And
Like
it was
saying
like
they're
people,
Brat.
Yeah,
like some
name
people that
them.
No,
Name 'em.
we could talk.
You know what
after.
I'm talking about?
Yep.
I don't know
I'm
what
like,
you're talking
no,
about.
you're not Brat, actually.
Someone we know.
Nah, let's not go into that. I just
Did I say I was
picked up on
Brat?
the wavelength.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, it became a big thing where it's like, this is my
And I'm like,
personality.
No, you're actually not.
What does Brat mean?
Like, I'm sorry, if you've never done a line of cocaine,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
claim
yeah.
to
Okay,
be
okay.
Brat.
It's a state of mind.
I'm not Brat at all. Then I'm actually too nice to be Brat.
I'm a Brat ally.
Yeah.
yeah, no, me
I really
too.
am. I mean, no,
Yeah.
it was like
Am I
ally.
Brat today? No.
because I mean I didn't buy tickets to go watch Brat, but like I'm rocking out to Brat because I feel like it's just like not. I don't know.
I
I
was
feel
at the
like we
Brat
never
tour.
talked about her concert. Was it like crazy or was it like
There's like, I went, like, what do you mean crazy?
I don't know. I just like assume everyone was like,
I would like to
No.
see Brat in like the boiler
In, like, the
boiler
boiler
room.
room.
I want to see it like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I
that'd
don't
be
like
fun.
stadium arena seating to
tell
watch.
TJ
something like
Grave
that.
Rave. I'll go to a Grave Rave.
If Charlie
XCX.
Yeah. Yeah. It was weird in seats. But I also was like, I can't go. I'm not going on the pit.
Yeah, I need.
Finna not be in the pit.
I have a couple. Of,
I'm not Brat.
I have a couple yay nays from the followers. If we want to read some of those, unless we can go back and
I
forth.
have one more.
Oh, go for it.
Nay. Liam Payne passing away.
Oh, of
was a big
course.
nay.
Oh, yeah. It still feels like unreal.
Yeah.
If
Like-
someone says that's a yay, what's wrong with you?
Like the funeral photos.
Yeah.
That I don't know that
like,
hit
One
a
Direction?
whole different level with me. Like I don't know, just all the members of that boy band having to bury one of their their
Crazy.
mates.
Yeah.
Has to just it's something that the dark of your brain would I don't know, you'd have a dream or a nightmare about that happening.
People
Then
are
it
pre-gaming their
actually-
New Year's Eve party right now. Listen to this, just crying.
With Liam
I
Payne.
was laughing because you said mates, and I'm not at Liam
It
being
wasn't-
dead. No, I know. Having to, but so some really having to bury one of their mates.
Yeah.
You should have said mates with an accent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bury one of the mates.
And then obviously the big one for me, nay, was Trump winning presidency.
Oh, yeah. What about his assassination attempt? Yay or nay?
No, nay, that they missed.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying in general because some people think it helped him win.
I'm sure it didn't hurt.
I don't think it helped him win. I feel like
I think
everyone
it did.
literally forgot about it.
I almost voted
he's
for
an
him
American
after that. I was like,
hero.
yeah, I was like, damn, that's kind of sick.
Someone said Brat Summer trend was a nay.
You're not Brat babes.
But I guess I get it if you're not a huge fan of her and you're like, what the fuck is this? Just people being annoyed.
yeah. I also feel like
The green, the bright green.
if you live somewhere where you're I don't
Middle
want to
Earth.
give it, yeah, just middle America, and everyone's like Brat Summer. You're like,
Yeah, you're like, I'm in a cornfield, bitch.
Yeah,
we're going to a Cracker Barrel.
We're in Joplin, Missouri. This is not what Brat Summer we having in Joplin.
We're baling hay out here, guys.
Yeah.
Let's calm
Yeah.
down. Get your fiddle out.
Well, I'll ask you guys first. What do you guys think of bleached or shaved eyebrows this year?
Oh, I like them. Yeah,
I do too. I think it's a yay.
That's always been a yay
Yeah.
for
I
me.
feel like
think
Mike's going to say nay.
I think I gave a strong opinion on this, which
You
was
have.
I don't get
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so this person said a huge nay. Same for calf socks with shorts. What's that mean?
Oh, like
socks
if
up to
you-
here? With
No, it
shorts?
would be I think girls who wear shorts with sneakers or socks with sneakers or whatever, like Adidas.
Sure.
And then they
Oh.
have shorts on. Sure. No, it's cute.
I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
They have a barf face after that. They don't like it.
Well, there's also
Maybe it
the
just
Gen
doesn't look
Z
good
doesn't
on them.
wear you can't wear the low cut socks. You have to wear the socks with the thing on.
Yeah.
But then after the election, I saw someone was just saw Gen Z voted more for Trump, and then they threw away all their higher socks and put the no show socks back on.
I'm getting
Millennials.
my side part back.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of glad we're getting out of that the Y2K kind of fashion trend that was having a chokehold on a lot of stuff. Because I don't know, I just got kind of sick of it after a while. But it seems though, I don't know, younger kids are wearing Hollister and Abercrombie,
Really?
but vintage ones that we were
Yeah.
wearing. I went into just a really nice thrift store the other day. It was all Hollister and Abercrombie shirts, ones that we owned.
gotta
Like
get
with
our
the
polos.
bird on it. And
Yeah, and I was like, what is happening
The
here?
goal.
I think some
Yeah,
people are
ugh.
leaning back into that. So I think it's going to be
Interesting.
this preppy early 2000s thing that's going to happen. So I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
I'm talking
there's-
about in terms of decade fads.
I saw a
Yeah.
video
Yeah.
of a woman crying, and it was stitching a video of a girl being like, "Oh, I just thrifted my first vintage juicy tracksuit." And it was
Yeah.
this woman was like, "What do you mean vintage?"
Yeah.
It's 30 years old at this point.
I also feel like the Y2K stuff, everyone's dressing the cool Y2K and not actually how we would dress in
Right.
middle school.
Yeah,
You know what I
look
mean?
up red carpet pictures during the 90s.
Yeah.
Atrocious.
Yeah. How do we feel about the bow trend?
I love bows.
I love the bows too.
the bows.
Well, maybe you guys aren't as familiar.
Croquette or whatever.
Coquette,
yeah.
Coquette. Oh, I love coquette.
Like a bow and a hair
Love
or
it.
bow.
Love
Me
it.
too.
Oh.
I think it's
My
cute.
Bawala, I never
I don't
got.
really partake, but I
Yeah.
like a bow.
Me too.
When you go to a Leve show, everybody in the
Oh, yeah.
crowd
That's
has
Gracie
the-
Abrams as well.
Oh, she does the bows too.
Yeah.
Same with Sabrina.
And
Oh,
JoJo.
really?
I think
Oh,
so.
okay.
Well, I think it's just the culture, just
Yeah.
girly pops, just like the bows.
Yeah, just
I
like
'em.
everyone at the Noah Khan show was wearing a white lace skirt.
Really?
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
I like seeing people dress up for shows.
Yeah, I wish I got my Bawala, but I never got it. So I like the bows.
I still can't. I'll
From
never
Temu?
believe it.
Huh?
I just can't believe you didn't get it.
From
me
from
neither.
Temu or what?
Yeah.
I don't know what this means. I was like, maybe Aaron will know what this means, or maybe you guys, but probably Aaron. Naked dresses need to not be a thing anymore.
Maybe sheer.
Maybe.
Where you can see through it.
I guess.
Yay. I love.
Someone said Stanley obsession.
Nay.
Which I feel like was kind of more last year.
You had a cute Stanley that I did like.
Oh, thank
It
you.
wasn't like the obnoxious
Yeah.
one that could feed a family of 10.
Straw,
What's
right?
it called? It was called the 2.0.
It was cute.
Sip light thing. Yeah.
Did it have like a straw that came up? You can push it
Yes,
up
And
and
it
down.
had like a really nice handle on it,
It's
like
cute.
a lantern.
Yeah, I
that
want
one
that.
I
It's
will
nice.
accept.
Like a lantern.
Yeah, no, it
It
literally.
looks like a lantern.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said, I didn't even know this was happening. Skinny jeans coming back.
For men or women?
It just says skinny jeans
For
coming
men,
back. Nay for me.
no.
I'm sure it's going to happen.
I'm sick of it.
Everything
Yeah.
just swings back
It'll
and
recycle.
forth. Yeah,
I
baggy.
really don't want to go back to skinny jeans. I don't think they're
don't.
that
Guys,
cute.
we don't have to do anything.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, as a society, like, I don't want us to go back to skinny jeans. I don't think they're cute. I think they're like,
Well, I feel like so many people wear skinny jeans still.
well, like
Yeah.
millennials.
We're talking
Sorry,
about men or women?
Both.
Like,
Both.
women, y'all are wearing skinny jeans all the time.
No,
I don't.
Don't
I
even
mean,
own
these
a
are not
pair of
skinny
skinny
jeans.
jeans.
No.
I don't have a pair. I don't
Yeah,
even
I
like.
guess you guys don't wear
I don't
skinny
even like.
jeans
I don't even like
anymore.
sweatpants that are like cinched. Usually,
I always see like a stand-up comedian who's like a little overweight. They're always wearing skinny jeans, and I'm just like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. Like, you're 48, you don't need the skinny jeans.
Yeah.
It doesn't
48.
look good. Yeah, I don't know. Skinny jeans is not. It was cool in 2003 with like
I
the
mean, it
emo
was
trend.
cool for a very long time.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
but now it's.
I think we learned that we don't need to be uncomfortable. It's funny
Yes.
too because I like putting on a pair of skinny jeans. Like you're sweating.
Yeah,
it's
it
like-
is.
You are hopping
The
around.
fact that I would like hang out in my house with them on is insane.
yeah, just
what?
cutting off our circulation.
Flying on a plane with them. Am I okay?
Well, that might be helpful. That's like wearing compression
Yeah.
socks
Yeah,
for your
maybe.
whole legs.
Someone said Mike posting himself playing the guitar is a trend I need more of.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Dee-lee-dee.
Someone said pimple patches. They're big this year. I think they're a yay. They always help me.
Yeah.
They get rid of my
100%.
zits. I feel like you
Do
wear
you
them
think they
quite
mean
often.
like wearing them out in public?
Maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think
I
that's
like
what it
that.
is.
I think the
Yay.
stigmatization
Yeah.
of like, ew, you have acne. Oh my,
Yeah.
you're a bad person. I like that we're moving past
And
that.
also
like
just like
that
what's the
it's a
difference between
sticker.
having like a big fat zit on your face?
Yes.
And something cute.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have a fun little star
Yeah.
or a moon or a little Hello Kitty
But it
on my
was-
face than like a skin colored patch that I'm like trying to hide, but everyone will
Totally.
notice that more and it looks
I do
like
have the
you.
skin colored one, which I
are you
don't
wearing
mind
it
Would
in
you wear
public?
that out?
I feel like I've worn it to like Pilates. And that's
Okay.
it. Like I don't.
But it used to be culturally like it would be in movies. I have a zit. I can't go to prom.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
oh
Well, that's
my
what
god,
Whitney
end
Cummings,
of the world.
Whitney
And now
Cummings
you
had
can
a
have
whole.
a big star on your face.
Yeah.
I put on like a big black star on my nose one time because I had a zit, and then I went out and like talked to my neighbor for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, "All right, well, I'll catch you later." and I went back in and looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
had this. I had this on my nose, a big black star,
Oh.
just like, yeah, man. So when are you leaving town?"
That's very funny.
Yeah, Whitney
And,
Cummings had a whole like rant about it. She's like, we literally like same thing. It was like going to school with a zit, a pimple, a red carpet even when I was younger, and now
Yeah.
y'all have these cute little decorations for them.
Yeah, people were. It would ruin your night. If
You just
come
put a
up-
shit ton of makeup on it, but now
Then
you
that
don't
makes
have
it-
to.
yeah.
Oh, I remember one time I put makeup on a zit, and I went to school in like 7th grade, and someone goes,
Are you
wearing
wearing makeup?"
Crush.
What did you do? A full glam?
No,
And
just like in like one spot.
He had a beat face. He watched a Jeffree Star tutorial and was like, "Okay, time to go.
A beat face?
Move next."
It's like just full makeup.
I don't have the time.
Someone said I literally can't bear the mullets on guys that aren't artsy, if that
Yay.
makes sense.
I
like
love
the
a mullet.
like the Morgan Wallen vibe is horrific to me, but the guys who wear jewelry or have good style with the mullet is fine by me.
Well, Morgan Wallen's he's a country artist.
Country, yeah.
Like, I love a mullet.
I like an English schoolboy mullet.
Yeah.
So it's like a mullet, but like it's tamed and like a little
Yes.
bit proper. It's not like your
Joe Dirt.
American redneck.
Yeah, you're not Joe
mullet.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a length to it. There's like a shape that it has, and I think it looks
I
kind of
agree.
badass.
I like the new age mullet, not the Joe Dirt mullet.
oh, I had a
correct.
Joe Dirt mullet when I was like really little.
I feel like so many kids did.
I wish
Yeah.
I tried a mullet at one point. I
Yeah,
wish
like-
I looking back on my
You still
life.
can.
I mean, bleaching my hair was like, no, I'm now in my 30s. I'm not doing
okay.
anything wacky to my hair. But I wish I had a little bit more fun with my
Hater.
hairstyle. Like I wish I did grow it out for a moment and did do that, but I just never did.
Yeah,
I think mullets are hot.
I love mullets.
But like on a 32-year-old guy, I don't know.
Well, that's
I think
for
it
you.
depends.
Oh, I
You're
know
like
a lot
in
of people
an
in
emo
their
night
30s.
scene kind of. So
Like Nolan
if I
pulls
started-
off
Yeah, you're
a
right.
mullet.
I'm cool.
You need tattoos to do a mullet. I think.
I love when Nolan has a mullet. It's like my favorite
Yeah.
hairstyle of his. It looks so good on him.
There was a guy on, he's like 40 on a Bravo show, and he had a mullet like this whole past season, and everyone was telling him to cut it. And I was like, I like the mullet.
Yeah, if it's done right,
I think they look nice.
if it's done
I
on the
need
right
like
person.
my ear pierced again or something if I'm gonna do it.
You should not get a mullet.
You're too preppy to have like a mullet.
I'm
or
not,
ear
buddy.
piercing.
I'm not.
Well, we
doing
were
it.
laughing
No.
at like Matt at emo night. Like everyone's just like goth and dressed as clowns, and Matt is like the preppiest. Like
When we were on stage.
Yeah, I was dressed
it was
pretty preppy.
so because we were like above too, so we could see, and then you just see like you in like your tan jeans
and like a cinchilla
rugby
sweater vest. And,
yeah,
and like a Home Alone
and
hat.
everyone else is just black.
khakis.
Did you get beat up?
No.
Emo night people are nice.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah, people
I
like
know.
you little
Prep
prep.
bitch.
Preppy.
Let's fight.
How do we feel about the brain rot epidemic?
Like people are experiencing brain rot.
Well, it's just like a whole thing where it's like, I'm just going to brain rot today and like watch like, well, there's like a couple different facets of brain rot, I suppose.
And then there's people who just have pure brain rot.
Yeah, I'm talking about, like-
live chronically online, and so they're just like, "What the sigma, bruh?" Like they're just
Oh,
all
God.
they.
I mean,
all
that-
they
that's an
say,
issue.
When you say rinsed.
all they have to contribute or talk is just referencing internet
Yeah.
dialogue
Yeah.
and bleep blort. Like,
Skibbity toilet.
yes, but
Yeah, brain rot.
brain rot. Or
Well,
there's
there's bed rot, which is like, is that what you're talking about too? Like bed rotting?
why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Well, because you brought it up.
Well, Nolan is like so into these, like he'll see these TikToks or like all his For You page now, and they're like, they're like core or like hope core or doom core or whatever.
But it's just silly. Like it'll be a clip of Trisha, like
Yeah.
Paytas crying, and then it's just serious music.
It's
and
like
then
goes to
it like,
space,
a
and then it goes
meme.
to like
Yes.
Yeah.
another
it's like
meme from like
human
10 years
core.
ago, and then it go, and I'm just like, I don't understand.
I don't know what that is.
But
I
to
kinda
me,
love
that's like
that.
brain rot. I'm like, I don't.
It's
I think
human
I get
human
this.
core is what they call it. I think.
Human core.
I like human core. I love hope core, and I do love kind of brain rot core because I think it like satisfies this whole space that I have for it in
For
my
the rot.
head, and I get like somebody out there gets me.
Okay.
So, but I do think brain rot though. I feel like I sound like such a fucking boomer, but I am kind of concerned about like Gen Z and
No,
like,
I mean, I agree with you.
their ability to talk and communicate and express themselves with their brain. But you
I'm
know
worried
what?
about
Show
me.
me what you've got, Gen Z. Actually, show me what you got.
Well, half of them
I-
are Republican, so
Yeah.
they're throwing us for a loop. It's kind of crazy. What else do I have?
I love.
Oh.
There is a new kind of brain rot, which is just insanity, and it's like stuff like this.
That's what Nolan like, and I'm like, what?
No, I don't like that stuff. For the people listening,
Nay.
Mike is
It's a
showing
nay.
the-
It's a nay from me.
Hell no.
love this.
Oh, that's too much.
You
It's like
love
8
that and
minutes of
JoJo
this.
Siwa.
That's crazy.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
But I
Sorry
can.
for
I,
people listening who like don't understand.
that video has 15.7 million plays on Reels.
We're doomed.
Was Saltburn this year or last year? Late
No,
last
last-
year.
That feels like a 2023.
I watched it in Utah, but I'm
Sorry.
also there at the beginning of the year.
I can't remember. That's on my list though. Yay for me, obviously. How do we feel about the rise of AI?
Love it. Well,
no.
no.
No,
No.
I just love a ChatGPT.
I love ChatGPT. I think it's great, but I don't like
That's
how
like as
much
far as I like it. I think.
people are using it to justify their own beliefs and using it without any sort of like follow up. Like the amount of
Yes.
times that ChatGPT gets something wrong, and I know it gets it wrong, but if I didn't know that and I would have just accepted it, it's like there's a lot of problems with it. So if it gets something wrong, I literally just go, "Are you sure?" And then it double checks and it goes, "Oh, sorry, it looks like you're right." So there's a lot.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
in
you
it.
can't treat it as fact, but
People
I like
treat it as
how
fact, which is
it
very
helps,
problematic.
Like, adulting problems like a little bit easier.
Yes.
Like people have anxiety before you're about to like, I need to call my insurance company, explain to them
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going on, and I don't like, and you're just like,
Give me a script.
I just like explain the situation, what I need, and just give me the talking point so I'm able to like go through this annoying thing I have to deal with through the day and make it a little less stressful for me. I like using it as a guide for
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But don't be like, "Why is Trump going to be a good president?"
Yes.
And then be like, "Say ChatGPT said it, and that must be the truth."
That's
no.
why I'm saying nay.
Well, but if you use it for something like
I don't use it.
I
ever.
love it for just like quick.
it,
a
like
quick search.
also, I have been cooking more because of all the
Recipe.
pushback you guys and everyone gave me. So I was like trying to make a baked potato or mashed potatoes, and I was just like trying to GPT or I was trying to Google fastest way to make a mashed potato. And then I was like, I don't want to read this whole article and like heavy cream and
When my mother used
Yeah,
to
and I
make mashed potatoes back
Yeah.
in our farm in Kentucky.
We
But
churned
then-
our own butter.
So I go to
Yes.
ChatGPT and I was like, I got a toaster oven air fryer, I got a regular
Yeah.
oven, and I got a boiler. I can boil it. Give me the fastest way to make a mashed potato. And it was like, just cut it into quarters and boil it for 12 minutes. And I was like, easy, done. I was going to turn on my oven, throw it in. Like these recipes are insane on some
Yeah.
of these websites.
And it's great. Open up your refrigerator and go, I got this, I got this, I got
Yeah.
this, I got this, and I have a bunch of seasonings. What can I make with that? And it'll be like, blah, blah, and it'll come
It's
up with a
funny.
meal
I
for
did
you.
a couple brand deals like on Twitter for Kroger, and they had this thing where it's like you tweet at them like random ingredients you have, and they'll tweet you back like recipes.
Sick.
But like now I feel like
Yeah,
it's
you
just
could
go to-
completely taken over like ChatGPT or whatever.
Yeah. Also, ChatGPT theoretically is not AI. It's a large language model because all it's really doing is just like putting words together that it thinks it should put together. It's not really AI. That's another
What about,
conversation.
do you
but
like Claude? I've heard
Love
that one's,
Claude.
I've heard that one's like the best.
It's a little bit better. ChatGPT, I was trying to do. I had a list of movies that I had made, and just like my 100 movies from like I wrote this list in high school or college. I was trying to get ChatGPT to organize this list of movies by decade and give me the director of the movie and just make a list for me so I can sort it by decade. GPT could not fucking do it for the life of me. It started adding in other movies that I didn't want, and I was like, no,
Rude.
I never included. I don't know. I never included challengers on this list. Why are you adding challengers to the list? Oh, sorry, you're right. Went to Claude, first try. So I would encourage people to try different AIs.
Check it out.
Don't
Yeah.
try the Grok one on Twitter though. That one is
I
fucking
always-
garbage.
Never mind.
Grok.
Yeah, it's the Twitter one and it's garbage.
I do like the Google one though, where it just like summarizes
Yeah.
something. That one's nice.
Type it right into Google.
That is sometimes helpful, but I feel like that one doesn't get it right as much.
Facebook has a nice one now that's like at the.
We talked
Oh,
about it.
sorry.
Can I tell you this?
You're
I'm never
fine.
using the Meta AI one. That is when you
What's
go to
a Meta AI?
when you go to search on Instagram.
Yeah, it's very fucking annoying. I've clicked it accidentally a couple times, and then it goes away, and then it pops up with like articles, and I'm like, leave me alone. I didn't
like
want
if you accidentally like tap something here, like time management 101. If you accidentally tap that, I'm
yeah.
in this like here on Meta AI chat. I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't want Meta's AI. No thank you.
I went.
Llama.
It was so weird. I went to post a TikTok last night, and I was like, you know, you can like live post, and then it's
Yes.
like 60 seconds, 10 minutes, or whatever. And then there was one that was like AI me, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I clicked it, and you can make it like an AI version of yourself. Like it's really creepy
To make content
and make
for you while
content.
you're-
Oh.
No, I think it's like it's you. I'm not positive, but I think it's like
Will's-
when you're on the screen, it's like an AI version
Will
of you.
sent me one this morning of me, and I was mortified.
Really?
An AI of you.
Like I hated it.
Oh, that doesn't look
kinda
like
looks
you.
Oh, thank
all
you. That
to
doesn't
me.
look like
I don't
me.
think so.
Somebody
Let me
sent, like, a
That looks like the
smaller
Mad
one.
TV character.
I look like that? I look like Ethan Slater.
You don't look like that.
Thank you.
No, you don't.
That
look
does not
that
look
at
like
all.
you.
doesn't even
to me.
get your hair color right.
Yeah.
That looks like
Let's
Arden.
bust through a couple more.
Okay.
I feel like there weren't a lot of big footwear trends. We didn't get the big bulky Balenciaga shoes.
Yeah.
Someone said yay for camo being trendy again. I never really got into the
Again?
camo.
Well, with like Midwestern Princess and the Tim Walls,
Yeah.
Paris of it all.
Yeah.
and like I know Abercrombie, they were selling like these really cute, like
Yeah.
wide leg camo pants set. I just know that because Emma got them, and I was like, those are so cute.
Yeah, I guess I always just like, there's always camo in our closet.
Oh,
What
I've
about-
never owned a single camo thing.
What about for the guys too? How do you feel like the clean girl aesthetic?
I love it.
Yeah.
In terms of like people are wearing like a little less makeup.
Yeah, it's just like not like a full beat face.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think it's great, but also I'm not going to say what women should be doing with their face and their bodies.
you should.
But I do think the clean girl aesthetic is refreshing.
I think that people need to break free of all these things. Like we talked about this the other day. There's like that girl who does. Have you seen this girl? She's like a blonde girl, blue eyes, and talks into the camera for like a minute straight. And she's like, "Am I mob wife aesthetic or clean girl aesthetic? Oh, we got to go to my Pilates class to work on my core, but my core is not this core. And you're serving serve, and we're on a date. Oh my
No,
god,
I
not
don't.
us being on a date."
Oh,
and she
God.
just like, the scripts are amazing, and all the comments are like. I just realized like I just have to snap out of this world where every week there's a new trend, a new core, it's giving this like I do.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. She makes them a lot, right?
Yes, yeah, and they're
she's
just-
really good at like speaking really fast.
And she's like every week there's a new aesthetic, a new core, a new this, and I'm just like, it must be fucking exhausting. Just it's fine. Just be yourself. Wear whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Take that in going into 2025. Nobody cares about you. Just do whatever the fuck you want. Life is short. Live it up. Be nice to other people.
Someone said, don't take this as a personal attack, Carly, but fuck Aura rings. No further comments.
Really?
I guess it's a nay for them.
Have you had a negative experience?
Not at all. I love my Aura ring. I think the only thing is
They
like,
don't annoy me, people who have them and people who get excited about them.
But you did say
the
they were
idea
tacky.
of having an Aura ring would annoy me.
does
It's a
it,
nay
Patricia
for
have
you.
one?
It's a nay. It's a nay for me as a personal
Yeah.
choice, but it is not a nay for me as a trend. And I
What
do
do
think
you have
it's-
against an Aura ring? Just curious.
What?
Like, what do you have against an Aura ring?
They're
I'm just
too
curious.
big, too chunky,
Okay.
Tacky, to quote.
And the idea I have to sleep with like this digital device on me.
Hi.
No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
See, I thought that too, but it's
If you made it
so
just
light.
as slim, if it looked just like my wedding ring and it was this slim and I could not tell that there was this thick digital
To be
pulsing
honest,
light
it
around
feels
me,
like that. It's not heavy.
I
It's
think
like
he's thinking of
really light.
Give
the
it
way
to
it
me.
looks, though. You're such a
Yeah.
visual person.
But having it on my finger, I don't even like
it just
feel
looks
it.
like
Just put it on. Put on your pinky. Put on your pinky.
I don't think it's like the way. I think it's the way it looks for him.
Yeah.
Like for him,
But I'm telling you, like sleeping with it isn't uncomfortable.
I don't want to. I feel like
It'll get
if
stuck.
it will get stuck. I don't know. It's not for me.
That's
not
okay.
for me.
Do you sleep with your Apple Watch on?
No.
Oh, okay. I never did either, but
I put nothing on. Also, when I sleep, I interlock my hands.
you do.
Yes, I do. I like it.
Hold
Like,
on. What?
you're just praying.
wait,
in your
what
sleep.
position are you
Why?
in? Like on your back?
Like on my pillow, on my back. Because I don't know. It makes me feel like contained and like happy. I wouldn't say like I do it all the time, but I do it pretty often in my sleep.
Contained and
People have
happy.
taken
I love
photos
that.
of me like often, just interlocking my
Oh.
hands like that when I sleep.
That's a new one.
It's just like I don't know. I feel like my circuit's complete. Like I don't know.
When you wake up in the morning, are they together?
sometimes maybe.
Do you
I
do
don't
your
know.
toes too?
No, my mother can.
She could put her toes
My mom
together.
can interlock her toes like that. It's a her
Queen.
weird talent. It's pretty impressive.
I want to see
Ask
that.
her
Maybe
next
next emo night we could get her as one of the freaks.
Cindy King.
Hell
Someone said
yeah.
digital cameras. They were big this year.
Oh, I like
Love.
that.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to have like a different little.
A
Yeah,
different
let's
look.
just upload like pictures that look worse than our iPhones.
I think they look better.
But
I
they're fun.
agree.
I feel like the way they look are cooler sometimes.
Yeah.
And also, it's like I feel like there's a whole generation of people using them, discovering them for the first time, and I just think about how fun they were for us back in the day, and like that gets me excited that people are excited about what we were excited about.
Yeah, it's cool that we have such good cameras like on our phones, but they're still excited about it.
Yeah.
I think they look better.
I
Sounds a
think
lot of,
they.
it sounds like a lot of work.
Well,
Well,
you
you got to get that. Well, I guess you can. I think now it just
Oh, like
digitally
an
syncs
SD
to your
card,
thing,
yeah.
But like, yeah, you got to
No, but
do the
it's
SD
fun.
card. Everyone's like, "Can you send me the pics from last night?" Well, hold on, I got to do all this.
yeah,
shit.
it's
Gotta
it
go
makes
develop.
It
effort makes
reminds
things.
me of like what we would do.
I guess
I
the
don't know. I think
photos.
it's
I don't know,
fun.
but sometimes like you take it, and it's just the whole room is dark, and only one person's like
That's the
lit
fun
up.
of it
It's
though,
really
because
cool.
like you don't know
Yeah.
what you're gonna get.
Maybe.
And I would argue, I do think the cameras are like literally better. These tiny little fucking lenses versus like an actual lens is a better camera.
I prefer the way my G7X takes photos than my iPhone.
100% agree.
G7X, yes, those take good photos, but people who are getting like the old vintage kind of like Canon power shots that are like 10.2
little blur.
megapixel, yeah, I guess.
A little blur.
And you can see
Love a
how many
little
ghosts
blur.
are in the room, just like
Yeah.
these
all
balls
the orbs,
of dust. Yeah,
all the orbs. It's so funny. People say that like on my videos, and I'm like, "This just dust. Like it's not orbs."
Yeah, paranormal stuff. We can leave that
Yay.
behind. No.
There's so people sent in so many demure, like saying nay. Like
Yeah.
everyone hated that. It seems like
Agree.
People just hate things. when
Sen,
they're too popular.
Sen River filled with E. coli. Nay.
Oh yeah.
Matt Rife. He kind of had like a rise and fall this year. I
Haven't
feel
thought
like.
of that man.
I know,
Yeah.
same. That's why he's
But
a nay.
nay.
But I saw him on an interview. I guess he like wrote a book. He looks like even crazier.
Yeah, he like dyed his hair blonde
I'm
and
like,
his
you
fillers
look-
all falling out of his face now.
Yeah, it's like
He looks
it's
odd.
yeah,
wild.
he did look a
Hot?
little puffy.
No,
last time.
odd.
Yeah, very odd.
It was like, who is this guy?
Well, anything I see that's funny, it's just him doing crowd work. I'm like, where are the jokes? Like, where is the material that you have prepped?
Well, it's on Netflix.
I guess, yeah, I should, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I don't know. Apparently, it wasn't that good.
No.
What about the Hear Me Out cakes?
I don't know
that?
what that
Oh, you
is.
guys don't know what that is?
Hear Me Out cakes. That is pretty fun. Where a group of friends
you put
will
on,
make
like-
a cake and they
I
will
love
have their
those.
own little like toothpick with a character or somebody from like pop culture.
Yeah.
And it's like a Hear Me Out.
Because
So it's
they're like ugly.
So it's like the
Hear Me
dad
Out,
from
why?
Peppa Pig.
It's like, just hear me out.
I would do him.
Right,
Kind of a
right,
thing.
Yeah.
right.
I would put Millhouse. I'd put Clay Aiken. I'd put just weird.
Oh, for me, Annette Bening.
Nosferatu.
Jane Fonda. I'm just thinking about all the older ladies I love.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
we-
Allison Janney. I had a dream I was with Allison Janney last night, and I cried in front of her. And I told her how much I loved that one episode of The West Wing she was in. I mean, she's in all of them, but I just think I
She's
think
in all
about
of them.
Allison Janney often.
Do we listen and we don't judge?
Oh, I do like watching those.
I don't know. I don't think it's an
Aaron's
opportunity
like, I
for
can't
you
not
to
judge.
air out dirty laundry
Yeah, I hate
in
that.
front of your friend and think that it's like a bit. I think
I think when it's done right, it's funny.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's too like long of a thing for me to
Yes.
care
watch
about.
it.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
get to the point.
This fun trend, did you hear, like, it's the trend with, like, that weird little Muppet and people are telling the whole story. Like, there was
Oh,
the girl
it's
with the
so-
olive oil
Oh, those are
hair.
funny.
That one was really funny. And then there were some funny ones. And then I'm like, what the fuck
you
am I
see-
about to get into?
Did
I'm
you
sick
see
of
the
it.
one with the girl whose friend told her she had sepsis?
No.
Oh my god, I was cracking up last night. She sent like a picture of her. She'd been like really sick for a week and then sent a picture to her friend who was a nurse because she had like molted skin or whatever.
God.
And her friend who was a nurse was like, you need to go to the ER right now. Have sepsis. Like, you are not well. So then like it's funny because it's like Beaker, right? It's like a Beaker looking guy.
Yes, it's
from-
not Beaker, but it
Like,
is
looks like him.
Yeah, like a weird Muppet.
And yeah, so then like they call an ambulance. She's like, I'm just gonna drive myself. She gets to the hospital, and like the way that she writes it too, it's like you think she has sepsis,
Oh, my.
and then like they were like, oh no, like you're literally fine.
Oh.
They were like, you're probably just cold.
Oh, you're talking about those like slides?
Yes.
Oh,
And there was one I saw about a girl who was on like a really like a 3-day long hike with her family and like her mom and stuff. And she really wanted to vape. And finally they got to a spot and she walked off to like a waterfall and was able to like charge her phone and then hit her vape. And then while she was hitting her vape, she tasted this really like weird, like white glob, like it all went into her mouth. And she was like, what is this? And then she looks down into like the thing where she had her vape in, and it was like 3-month supply of like Xanax that had like melted into the vape. And she realized like the sun was setting, she's in the woods, and she has to like race through the woods to get back to camp, knowing she's on the verge of like passing out at any moment.
Overdosing on-
Yes, it was just
Of being
the most
so chill.
insane story, and I can't remember how it ended. 'cause
Damn.
Yeah, I'm liking those. They've just started hitting my
But
feed.
Yeah, those
I know,
are
but when
really
you
funny.
catch it, you're like,
Sometimes it's
like-
I have to like pause the music and then I'm
because
like,
it's like
Oh,
a minute
yeah.
long story. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
they last
It
forever.
sucks when they don't like pay off.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to see over 1 million likes on it
Yes.
for me to like get the
Yeah.
full swipe. I'm not doing like a
Over 1 million likes.
100,000 like.
Yeah. Well, for
full
me,
story.
I have like health stuff. So when they were like sepsis, I was like, ooh, let's see.
Yeah.
Like I want to know what they're talking
Yeah.
about.
You have sepsis?
No,
No, I
she's
have-
into health stuff. So when she saw health related,
Yeah, she has
thing, she was
sepsis
like,
right
I
now.
want
My
to look
brain
into
was
this.
like,
I wouldn't be
like-
sitting here right now if I did.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks
Happy
for
New
being
Year.
another loyal listener for another year.
Can't wait for our 2025, our new president.
Woo woo!
God.
That's why I'm wearing red,
Trump
baby.
gang, rise up!
Just kidding. We're kidding. We're kidding. Obviously, if you didn't know that. Okay. Love you guys. We'll see you
I'm
next year.
actually not. Bye.
Bye.